that is closer to the button I wanted to hit. Okay, I think we're goodish. Welcome back to Mecha Mondays. I'm your intrepid pilot Fraggoth, and because Nimbus Infinity just is not really in a fit state. Like when it's not breaking due to the frame rate breaking cutscenes, so you can't advance, the game does not play especially well at the moment. I would sooner go and replay Project Nimbus, its predecessor, which is also fairly good for what it is. This could be better eventually, like it's got a modular weapon system, but we're not there yet. Suffice it to say, I was playing it and I was just struggling with the way the game was behaving and controlling, and I was like, you know what? I'm in the mood to play some 30XX. I don't care. Androids are mecha adjacent. It is what it is. We're here now. So, this is 30XX. I have shown this on stream a while back. This also is still in early access, like Nimbus Infinity, except this is much more focused. So, it's basically a Mega Man-like, specifically a Megaman X-like, much like its predecessor 20XX, or 2000X, depending on how you want to pronounce that. You got two core game modes. You've got Mega Mode and Standard. Standard is a semi-random, or it's a procedurally generated platformer run, which can be done very poorly, but this does not do it very poorly. Basically, it's random what order stages you get. You have a certain limited amount of choice, as well as various power-ups that you can get along the way, which are also semi-random, but you do get some choice, usually. So it's pretty good about that. Mega Mode is like Standard Mode, except you can revisit stages over and over until you make sure you've gotten everything, and not miss them. When you die in Standard Mode, that's the end of the run. Unless you've got an item that keeps you from dying, but you can only use that once a run. Mega Mode doesn't care about that. We're going to do a run or two of Standard, because it's Standard, and I know what I'm doing-ish. So, I don't even remember if this menu was here before. Okay, I just have to realign myself with my controls. So right here, we're playing as Nina at the moment. We can switch characters between Nina and Ace. Nina is your Mega Man / Mega Man X-like. Ace is your Zero. Or, you know, Protoman.exe, if you prefer. Okay, so, gosh. I changed all my controls to make sense, and then I have to remember what those controls are and why they make sense, and I am remembering now. So this is these are both your permanent, well, this right here specifically is your permanent upgrade menu. These carry over between runs. They include a max health upgrade, a max energy upgrade, auto charging, which is really, really useful for Nina in particular, but Ace as well. Salvager circuit, which is absolutely phenomenal. It gives you more choice. This, which is an extra life. This, which gives you more choice in terms of what level you pick up. This, which is kind of like cursed potential cursed upgrades. That is to say, you'll get something that'll benefit you in a big way, but also have a downside. Most of the time, things are just positive. These will be positive and negative. Unlocks powerful prototype AUGs for future runs. Prototype AUGs are purely beneficial and definitely don't do anything negative. Rediscovered Trove, which gives you extra nuts starting. Those are used as basic currency. There's like 3 different currencies. Nuts, which you'll use during a run. What is this stuff called? The blue stuff. The blue stuff, I think, is Memoria. I don't remember what the blue stuff is called. We'll see a lot of it. We need that for all these upgrades. And then there's a red resource, which is called something else, which we get from boss kills. And that, right now, doesn't do anything after you get things initially unlocked that I know of. If it does, I don't know what it is. Can be blessed with an early Korog. This is, like, practically essential to getting a run going comfortably. Increasing your starting CP. Equipment all requires core points CP to equip. You can increase your total to have more equipment at once. It's very nice to have. Increases shop choice count. Very useful when you're going to shops and you don't like the first 3 items you see, but the 4th one is fantastic and is a build enabler. Parallelized Fate. Oh, that's for re-rolling. This is also excellent. I think I'm saving up to buy the next rank of that. Being able to re-roll AUG drops is also fantastic. More choice. So, otherwise, Nina is our bog standard Mega Man. She's got a charge shot. She's got lemons. She's got a dash. She's got wall bounce. She's got dash jumping. She's got wall dash jumping. Everything very, very familiar if you have played a Mega Man X title. Things that separate this from its predecessor, 2000X. The pixelized art style. 2000X looks kind of like a cartoon or flash game. More like a tweened flash game. When I say tweened, the models, like, all the individual bits move as they move. They look like they're being moved by a puppet sort of thing. It still looked good, and it certainly did everything it needed. The biggest difference, though, visually, A, the vibrant sprite palette, and B, the incredible work they took to make the animations work, and C, everything is tight. Sometimes you'll get hit by something that it doesn't look like should have hit you, but that is very much the minority. This game behaves tight. Everything has tells, generally. 2000X even was very good about tells. This is even better about tells. Like, you can learn to play this game very well. There is minimal inconsistency. Sometimes RNG will bite you. So this is the entropy menu, and this allows you to adjust difficulty on the fly. I'm not going to dick with this right now. I have dicked with it. It makes the game... So by default, 30XX is, I find, a little bit too substantially easier than 2000X. At least in 2000X's current state. Though 2000X has some outright broken things you can get up to, but those take a bit of luck to acquire, and you need to know what you're doing. However, you can make this game play almost exactly like 2000X. So you've got level length, you can make that longer. You can make spikes kill you instantly. You can make bosses and enemies be more dangerous and damage you more. By default, they only do 1 damage, but you only have like 10-ish health by default as well. Levels get more difficult more quickly. Basically, as you progress through a run, each subsequent level will get longer and more dangerous. There will still be some core features that will remain universal no matter what run you're doing on each of those levels, but it will change. So, other things. This game has fully networked co-op. I'm going to see if anyone's on. Bet you money there isn't. But if there are any Robros or Robrodettes out there who want to play, please trust and believe I will be there if you yell for me. This game is sick. It's also like 20 bucks, I think. What is it? Tell me, Steam. Show me your ways. Yes, it's 20 bucks, and 1000% worth that. And if you splurge for another $7, you can get the soundtrack with it. And the soundtrack is also quite good. Normally I don't go for chiptunes. This slaps. In fact, I'm like this close to just cranking up the game volume and shutting up and letting the game speak, basically. Go to settings and bump up the music volume because it's just so good. All right, so we're not going to worry about co-op. So we'll do solo. And we'll start as Nina. I want to do a run as each. Nina, I can get through runs fairly consistently. This is not an ideal starting level. That is, like, maybe the best pickup to get first. For this level, it's the best, probably the best pickup to get. So this is a Korog. I have 12 CP. So this is Armatort's Dome. It's a helmet part. You can equip any number of parts of any particular layer. They don't change your physical appearance as yet. So health pickups, which can drop from enemies in boxes, can grant armor. Armor is additional health on top of your health. It's really, really good. This used to be like dead even chance to get along with any other part. They have done tweaks because this part is incredibly good. This is like the survival component. The only part I'd want more than this, for this level specifically, is the legs that let you fly in any direction. I think those are the... not the Dracopen legs. Any mobility part is what I'm hoping for very early, for this level in particular, because this level requires you do some serious navigation. Mostly I don't like dealing with these double jump panels. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay. This is sad. There we go. So there are some secrets, in quotes, in levels. Oh ho ho. Not getting me that way, buddy. What are you? Charging draws and pickups. Oh, salvaging will only get me nuts. I'm not gonna re-roll it either. I'll take it. I think you have to be actively charging though. I can't be just passively charging like I am now. Oh, I do have the damage numbers on. It's more impressive when I don't, but I like to know what I'm doing. Okay, mini-boss. Can't see the mini-boss yet, but believe me, she is here. Lord. Okay. Doing this without a movement component is so brutal. There we go, we got it. They are Memoria, and I got 5, that's pretty good. So here we get a blessing. I would wear that, but no. That's really good. We'll go with Core Expander. I'm anticipating many components. And I want to equip all of them. So we did get some armor points from these health pickups, which is stupendous. Right now, Armatort's Dome is dumb rare. It's not all that rare. It got toned down. It was like some low % chance to drop, and it's much better now. But we'll want to get to the other side first. So things I'm looking for, there are challenge arenas, and I would like very much to get one. There's almost always one per level. Sometimes there's more than one. I also want nuts. Spare nuts are good. Ace actually has an easier time here than Nina because Nina does not start off with a weapon that can hit multiple angles. Oh. Like diagonal, whereas Ace very much can, and that is one of his perks. Also very high damage. Ace can hit very hard, and be somewhat mobile while doing it. Oh, Nina generally has mobility too. That's fine. It's unfancy, but it's okay. We can afford to be a little sloppy. There it is. So these are... So I need to not take damage. So the main practical upshot. None of these are ideal. I'll probably go with 7-leaf clover because I never get this. The main practical upshot for getting a high rank is you have more possible selection options, which therefore improves your odds of getting something good. I don't really like Dracopet's Pride, even though it's a great survival tool. On Nina, it's a bit more questionable than on Ace. Ace, it's definitely worth taking because he's usually doing main attacks. Nina is often using powers, and attack kills do not necessarily need powers. But that's where Owlhawk's Reign comes in, but I don't know what I'm going to be yet. That kind of depends on what I get throughout the run. So, we're taking 7-leaf clover. Armor, very good. Heck with you. I don't have to kill everything, but I'd rather do it and get baby nut drops. Health. Right now I can't do anything about energy, I don't have any powers. Oh, ho, ho. There we go. Let's see why this one's a little tricky, and I'm rusty. Alright, no shop, which isn't ideal. I'm going to save my nuts. I can fight this boss. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 health. I'll be fine. This is a mistake. Oh wow, this text is all messed up. Okay, so this boss sucks. Or blows? Haha. Unless you've got a mobility ability. So for this boss, basically I have to chase them all across Hex Half Acre, and... Oh no! Oh, this is not going well. It's okay, I had a life. I am upset that I just burned that early, but... Oh, no. No. That spot. Okay, so I only mess up like that when I'm streaming, I swear. So we're gonna do that again. It's not gonna take me to the same space. I'd much rather... Oh, this one's good. This one's really good. This one is fantastic for Ace. But Nina can absolutely use this. Getting a shield while dashing is crazy bonkers. And there's also... So that's a casino token. There are sometimes slot machines that can or cannot drop items for you. Right now I don't have a time limit on, so I'm taking stages fairly slow. I should not have rushed that last one. It's funny. I think I got super cocky because I got armor towards dome early, and that's like I was saying, the best survival item in the game. So I just scrubbed a run that should have been a win. There's stuff up there. I want to get it. I can tell by the level generation. Oh, yoink. There wasn't. That level was a really hard one to start on. This one's much easier to start on. But it's also one I'd rather do later as a result. Because I'm generally confident I can get through it. Down here. That's a thing you can do. You can use the right stick to move the camera, which means you basically never have to worry about blind jumps, or at least rarely. Okay, mini boss. This one's kind of annoying because they teleport. And they're like Geminis. If you have powers, it's just no problem at all. As Nina, you just ignore it. We don't want to reduce damage. Trades energy for HP and power damage. Or I can salvage for more HP. Having energy is kind of good, but having high power damage is also good. We're going to go with Vibro Focus. So we're already banking on doing a power-oriented run, and there are some good reasons to want to do that as Nina. Oh, here we go. 20 seconds? Okay, this is going to be a little tricky with no mobility abilities. Oh boy. I am just that good. I'll never say that again. Okay. While I like Armatort's momentum, there is an objectively better version, and I believe it's the owl legs, the green owl legs, which let you hover in any direction. Getting an early mobility power is very good, but I'm going to go with Oxjack's Ken, because shooting things while I dash and shielding at the same time is kind of radical. Armor Scavenger is also phenomenal because armor's great. You can always pick up more armor, you cannot always pick up more health. Okay. So now oh, here we go. Okay, so I have to kill enemies in waves very quickly. This is a little tricky. It gave me some pretty bad enemies. Like, having these two guys up here is awful. Yeah, that was wretched. Oh, but we got Wave Beam, so... Ooh, I would have really liked Marksman's Might. I'll take Wave Beam, but I would have really liked Marksman's Might. So, Nina's weapons take up CP, so CP for Nina is very important. Wave Beam is great because it goes through things. It sucks because of the wavy pattern, but we'll live. That's why we have oxjacks. Oh, shoot. This is gonna let us get away with a few things later. I did not want that to fall down there. Oh, we're good. So those little things on the side are indestructible little auto-firing turrets that fire every time you either shoot, dash, or jump. I want to check up there to see if there's a... They do have a cooldown, which we are abusing. Like so. Wave beam increases your attack damage as well, which is nice. Yeah, it's a bit better. It's not a lot better, but it is a bit better. Okay, so the boss is pretty easy. It's actually kind of boring, to be honest. Alright, what do we got? Orbital barrier, that one's okay. That's good if I've got lots of energy. Trades power damage for energy. No. This is the best one we've got here. I am tempted to re-roll one of these other ones. And I should look at salvaging. Okay, then I can salvage for core points. Okay, this I'll grab because it means the first power I cast will be strong. So we will take you. We will recycle you for core points. Click. And we will re-roll you. Is re-rolling it? No, I'm not going to re-roll you. I have no money. Okay. Very safe laboratory. Let's see what they have on offer. Get 3 free Augs. Healing sometimes doesn't work. This one actually might be worth taking. Healing sometimes not working is bad, but wall, spook, fuel your rate. What did we get? That one's okay. That one's really okay. Although it kind of clashes with Wave Beam. When over half HP, charged attacks deal 50% increased damage and cost 1 HP. That is not so great. That's fine. That'll compensate a bit. And max health is always nice. Quantum Spook's pretty good ordinarily. But I have Wave Beam. And it kind of does the same thing. What it means, though, is that I can turn off Wave Beam if I need to. Quantum Spook also works on all your other abilities, so I have to keep that in mind. Okay, this boss is easy. Nina has a slightly harder time. Ace is just good against bosses in general. I'm just gonna keep... Not eating those. That's bad. So I have to wait for him to come down here in order to do anything to him. Here we go. Come on down. He's almost dead. There we go. Potential. That's what the red things are called. So that was not great. So after you beat a boss, as is traditional, you get an ability. This ability is not my favorite in the world. This one's kind of a pain to do late, so I'm gonna do deep first. It's also visually very bright. Very bright. And listen to that bass line. Okay, we did not get one of those. That's okay. Yikes. Lots of traps here. This is a level that gets really hairy late game. All of them get pretty hairy late game. I would have liked to start on the factory. The factory I have such a hard time playing. Blah. Okay, these things are a little noisome, but they are good sources of nuts. Potential drops. Okay, attack skills up with health. Right now we're in kind of a dodgy spot health-wise. I am not going to salvage it. I'll do a reroll. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. It's fine. That item is bad, unfortunately, for me right now, because I've got the thing that makes it so that I lose health every time I fired a charge shot over. Oh, this mini-boss. This mini-boss makes me cry. Oh wait, don't go over there. Actually, that's fine. Just do that. Fighting Pac-Man, don't worry about it. Got him. Ace can have a very hard time with that boss, because he is all close range all the time. This arena, he'd be able to do it with. Okay, what do we got? Attack damage up, power damage down. No, no. Rerolls items with nuts if out of rerolls. I can work with that. Oh, don't famine on those. Don't famine 3 times in a row. Okay, so I just can't take damage here. Fine. That means I can take it slow. I'd rather take it slow and be careful. I honestly don't know what the marking from the, oh, no. This is bad. Oh, you have the worst possible place you could have gone. The worst. I can't believe you've done this. Oh, thank you for not giving me famine. Excellent. What do we got? That's very good. That's very good. That's also very good. These are all unbelievably good. Even the reroll is good. I'm gonna go with Armatorts because I've got a lot riding against me right now with some of my other stuff. Yeah, if worst comes to worst, I could turn off Wave Beam. So there's... The boss here isn't so bad. This boss actually is pretty easy. He starts off really obnoxious and then turns very, very, very trivial. As time goes by. Yeah, because I need armor. Armatorts was the right call. Armatorts is almost always the right call. Like, given the option, go with Armatorts. For goodness sake. You don't need it. You are affecting your damage negatively, but, well, by not getting something that deals more damage, I should say. Oh ho ho. Just lava down below. Boss should be here right, right about here. Yeah. Alright, there is a shop. Here's the thing, I can trade health for nuts. We're not doing that. We're not that desperate. Alright, what do we got? What do we do? Vent Smasher. Oh. Oh, that one's good. I want it. That's okay. But risky. That's really good. So there's an item I'm looking for that makes it so that you get both effects, whether you buy or sacrifice an item. Or when you sacrifice an item, you get both effects. That thing is, like, silly busted. Okay, we're gonna go for this, because this is really good. Like, that's just worth having. This is worth having. We're gonna take it. We only have 7 nuts. Okay. So, I'm going to blow the rest of my money on getting these. And then... I don't want to break you. How do I break vending machines? I don't remember how I break vending machines. I did get it, right? Oh, that's right. So you have to actually... don't break them anymore. So this boss is kind of annoying. And the power I have just gotten doesn't help me much. He has an actual name, I don't know why the text is messed up. Whoa. Oh, those do work on him now. Sick. So we just want to bully these things. This is a bad spot. So you don't have to kill these, it just makes the entire boss fight easier. Because if you kill them, he can't throw garbage at you. Oh, not a power, that's good. There we go. So, he's just gonna, like, dash at me a lot. And if I die here, I deserve the loss. He deserves the win. Once you destroy his toys. There we go. He's an easy boss. His level can get out of hand late game. Right now, I'm not liking what they're throwing me for levels. Like, if I don't have the factory the next level, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to pick this one, because Penumbra is freaking hard. That is not an easy boss fight. It is not a hard boss fight. Okay, so cool things about Nina. Nina has power combos. So, we have Negation Pulse. Negation Pulse eats objects. I don't have any energy, I can't do this. Okay, so what happens if I combine Negation Pulse with Crystal Wave being dominant, is I will shoot out a projectile that will eat projectiles and freeze things. If I do it the other way around, and I use Negation Pulse, we freeze things and negate projectiles in a bubble. Or we can use both powers separately. We're not going to do that. We are going to use probably, yeah, like this. That'll be fine. I don't have any energy, which is bad. I need energy, kind of badly. But we're gonna try. So this level's fine. It's got some obnoxious hazards, like these. It's got these guys, which are probably my least favorite enemy in the game, because they end me. Thank you for giving me energy. Health pickups give you energy. This is a juiced version of one of these. I do not want. Funnily enough, maybe even easier than the regular. Okay. Stand on it once puzzles. These blow. This is another level where I really wanted to have a mobility ability or equipment. Going down here. Yeah, smart call. You're crap. Actually, this one's not bad because it grants greater energy. We'll take it. Go away. Can I go up there? Ooh, no. Ooh. I have a lot of armor, but I'm pretty borderline otherwise. No, I can't go up there. So hop, hop, hop. So these are chromatic switches. The mini-boss here can also be a bit hairy, but I'm not super worried. I'm more worried about not having any health. Nope, that's not fine. So you can kill the boss by having him shoot projectiles at himself. What are those doing? Heck with this. Do this the hard way. Oh! Once you kill one, you kill both. They have a shared health bar, so I did not do that super cleanly. You can redirect their projectiles so they hit themselves and stun themselves. That's very good. I don't know what a repro is. That's really good. That's really good. I'm not spending Nuts' energy though. We'll go with Twinify's future repros. Not actually sure what that does. Off the top of my head. I was gonna say, I've been really lucky with famine lately. And then it kicked in again. Oh, this one. This one is fine. I really wish I had a movement power. Oh, I forgot to turn off. So up in the upper right-hand corner, man. You can see a bunch of text. Wow. Whoop. Mistakes were made. Now, that text indicates the level chunk you're on. Each one is handcrafted. You can opt in. There is an editor for level chunks, and you can opt in to play other people's edited chunks. I do not, because the game's hard enough as it is. If I had mobility power, mobility equipment, this would be completely trivial. Okay, I want to go up there. Oh! I'm gonna have to do it the hard way. I see. I didn't see what it was. Don't take damage. Okay. I can do that. I can do that. If it was time, I was going to be really nervous. Oh, stop that. And unfortunately, you do have to get the timing kinda right. Those will only go off when you jump. I have already completely screwed the pooch on this. I do not like this. I do not like this one. This one is not laid out very well. I've cleared it before. I can clear it again. Just need a lot less garbage on screen to do it. There we go. Ah, you would! And then I have to spend all this time trying to get around the damn thing. I'm not gonna die here. Yeah. This sucks. Hell with it. Ah! What? I went right over it. Crap! That is bad. I didn't think I'd go right over it when I did that. That wouldn't have mattered. That's actually really good. I'd much prefer Oxjack's Blitz at this point, and Band of Might would have been real keen too, but I will take Dracopan's Fang. Can I equip it? Yes, I can. There we go. Crap. Don't be like this. Don't be like that either. Gosh darn it. Come on. So you can probably see why I'm not a huge fan of this particular locale. Oh, that's... there we go. So controls well, I just am bad. Alright, so I don't have much anything really. Is there anything that's 12 cost that I can maybe reroll? That's really good. That's really good, but I can't afford it. That's good. How many CP do I have? I have 16. I'm gonna reroll that. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll it. Actually, I could... No, that is not an end game. When you salvage it, it gives back. It costs in a shop to do. So I am going to re-roll you. Oh, and you're good. I would say good. I don't have any nuts, so it won't boost my damage much, but it's worth getting. Okay, this boss fight sucks. I'm gonna fake it. I should have just bought health. Wah, 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 wah. And if you think this environment looks a little familiar, like it belongs in a Mega Man Zero game, you'd be right. Ah, crap. I don't have enough alpha damage. Crap. Okay, so I have to break these. Ow. Oh no! That's deeply suboptimal. Stop. Thank you. Whew. I got walled in completely by black holes. I was able to pick up the scythe. Is that a new thing? You didn't used to be able to pick up the scythe. I haven't played in a while, forgive me. Okay, well, we did just get what is probably the best power. Not because shooting black holes is cool, although there is that too. So we can make a black hole. That's neat. You know, black holes. Black holes are rad, right? Right. So what's cooler than a black hole? Well, a black hole that freezes is very cool. Because it turns you into a projectile. Or makes a rush-style projectile. Let's see, what else is cool? A black hole that, that'll eat projectiles. Just ignore that. You know what's a lot cooler than merely a black hole? Being able to charge powers. So let's see what happens when we have a bubble that goes chargey charge. Oh right, it takes out the entire screen. It also costs more to use. So what happens when we charge up one of these? We make a big redo. Boomy boom. That's kind of weak. That'll freeze everything, so that's good, I guess. But we're definitely doing Clock Zone. Unfortunately, I don't have the Owl's power. The Owl's power makes this completely trivial. Well, the boss anyway. This level's a tad tricky. I do not like that it's giving me the levels in the order that it's giving me them. They are not good. This is not ideal. Gloating about it. Oh, the mini-boss here kind of stinks. I'm not a fan. Oh, good. That energy. So, disadvantages to using the charged up one. The charged up power, the black hole power. Is, it costs extra energy. And in a boss fight, you can ill afford it. But they tend to be very good. Wow. Okay, we're good. Clunk. That could have gone better, but I'll take it. I have no idea what that is, so I'm probably going to take it. That's really good. Well, can't be good. They'll do what they must. Zookeeper's Zeal. Let's go. Repro speed up. I wish I knew what repros were. Oh, those are the orbiting thingamajiggers. Okay, that's a repro. Got it. Ew, that's a lot of famine. Famine bad. so don't take damage. That should not be a problem here. He said optimistically. Wow. Big ball. Ugh! Gotta clear these enemies out of the way. I did not intentionally get the timing right there, it just happened. Double jump's okay, Owlhawk's Feather is phenomenal. Owlhawk's Feather is the thing that just saved my run. I need to change some weapon stuff out. Okay, well we don't need wave shot anymore. So, I can now move in any direction. Dracopent's, the double jump is really good. The Dracopent boots. So now I need a little more CP so I can get Wave Beam equipped again. What's my main? My main is +2. Does that change with that? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say it does, but that doesn't. It does not do damage. So we don't have the wiggle of the Wave Beam anymore. Ah! Oh. No, we want more max energy. We'll take it. So we do want another item upgrade of some kind floating around. And is there a shop? If there isn't, I'm gonna have to make some hard decisions. There isn't. Okay, we're gonna refill HP. We're gonna try to refill HP. So that's what is it called, does. Where are you? Where's this thing? That. Vend Smasher makes it so that when you use up a vendor, you get a bunch of extra item drops. Well, one of them worked. Alright, so for this, I'm not 100% sure how I want to handle this. I can't aim it though, and I want to be able to aim it. So I am going to do... Yeah, I'll keep the... None of these are ideal. We'll go with the screen clear. This boss is kind of rough, but there is a method that works like every time. Alright, I'm going to change you for you. Start at the bottom, work to the top, it works every time. Okay, so what does the cogwheel do, you ask? Well, the cogwheel lets me get away with some stuff. So cogwheel is 8 directional goodness. So you can aim in any direction. In the 8 directions. And they roll off of surfaces, which is cool. So what happens when we charge that puppy? It's just charging automatically, that's rad. So I didn't know those charged automatically now, that's very cool. However, if we do the charged with it as a sub-power, we can aim where we shoot things, which would have been really nice for that last one. But that's okay. We are probably going to be using the charged gears quite a bit. I like the charged gears. We're going to do Hoot Omega on High Vault, because Hoot Omega gives me trouble, as we've seen. But we have a mobility power now, so we're kind of okay. Whoops. There we go. So my big thing right now is CP. I need it. I need it. I only need 2. I just burned a lot of nuts for no gain. We have a mobility power though, so this place is going to go much more smoothly. Oh, the game gives you cute messages when you go to places that are intended to be out of bounds. Oh, come on. Ooh, not cool. Please stop trying to jump out of the level. Black magic bars your way. Go down, go down, go down. Stop it. So, it knows. Oh, right. So I should probably explain. Dracopent's Fang makes it so that every time I have a charge shot, I can shoot the charge shot twice. It's a little bit handy. I don't think that applies to your regular, to your powers, only your buster. So after this run, I'll switch to Ace. Oh, Fraggoth. So remember how much trouble I had navigating this before? I do. Navigation problems? Thing of the past. Easiest mini-boss, you just have to get through the level. Alright, so that's handy, but we're running out of levels. We're not going to have full HP. We're not going to use that. We'll do that, so we get more health at the start of the level. Family bad. Stop it. Okay, well I got that, so that's nice. So, right now, we have ourselves a possible run. We may get to the end here. I have serious, serious concerns about... Oh my gosh, stop. Stop. What do we got? What are you? grant 6 armor. Spreadable. Spreadable? I don't know what that means. Armor is good, but it's one-time use, so I am going to trade it for nuts instead. That may be a mistake, but... So the flight recovers anytime you hit a surface, which is, as you can imagine, fairly useful. If you can time your wall scrapes or slides. Well. Oh, we're at the end already. Jeez, okay. We use the tokens. Usually you lose, sometimes you win. What do we get? We got a bunch of armor. Give me that. What's in here? What do we got? Juggernaut, huh? Dashing builds momentum, an unstoppable dash that harms enemies. That could be fun. But vaporizing enemy shots is also phenomenal. But I need CP. Badly. Badly need CP. I can work with that. There's a lot of good stuff here, and I'm a little upset that it's giving me as much good stuff as it is. Golly. Extra damage dealt per armor point, that's really good. Since I have a ton of armor at the moment. I'd kind of rather have armor towards pound, but I can't equip it. Vaporizing enemy shots is really, really good. I have never gotten this. I really want to get it, but I can't afford to. I need... Okay, that'll give me... How many points do I have? I don't have enough. 25 for... How many was that? 25 for 3. How much do you offer? 5 CP for 25. Yeah, we've got to go with that. Okay, so I can equip that again. For better or for worse. But now I can't afford anything else other than you. Having more involved frames might not be a bad idea. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna take it easy. I have the thing that makes powers free sometimes, right? Because I just shot a bunch and it didn't cost. I don't know what's going on. They didn't used to take so much damage to shift away. They'd just like run away as soon as you showed up. So that was perilous, but we got through it. We didn't even use all our much, just all our armor, which is a lot. So we just got the absolute, hands down, best power in the game to combine with that. It's really good. What does this do? Oh, okay. No, I don't care about that. I think you're slightly more about... Yeah. So, ordinarily, it makes a whirlwind. That's fine. Oh, I can charge it though, right? What does that mean? It means that. And that hangs around. It's pretty good. That is what you use to slay bosses. Okay, so we have Capital Punishment, Industria. We really have to take this, because this place I cannot handle. I have such a hard time playing on this location. The boss is not especially difficult. I don't want to go into the green. Whoa. Incidentally, you bet your sweet bippy that if that goes over that blue stuff on this platform, oh my god, you really would. It is electrified. Very, very, very... Whoops. I have to check out what's down below. My OCD compels me. Nothing is down below. That's okay. Cool. It's okay. It behooves me to check up top. And I'm kind of glad I did, because the possibility of nuts and armor is great. Chests are basically always good. Alright, the mini-boss is coming up, and I don't really know how to fight the mini-boss properly. I don't know the intended way to beat it. I just kind of throw myself at it and pray. Which is no way to fight a mini-boss. Could you, like, not? Grants 3 nuts per consecutive salvage, resets when acquiring a salvageable log. I don't care. I'm not going to be salvaging that much. So I will salvage this. Haha. Goes around, comes around. Blech. items, okay, so here's the mini-boss, and I, again, don't really know how to deal with it. So, oh, this is not the mini-boss. I just have to be quick. Quick. And I am nearly dead. So that was very bad. Oh. Wow, Beam Enthusiast would have been pretty cool. If I had more weapons. So Toy Beam. Toy Beam's wonky. Toy Beam actually gives you CP, so it's pretty good. But it also gives your shots more variance, which isn't actually all that bad. It's not great, but it means you can hit stuff you ordinarily would not be able to. Unfortunately, it also reduces your damage. So I'm going to leave it on for now, because I don't need it to not be on. Down below here. I'm sort of afraid to find out. Oh, did not jump. Oh no! I need to be incredibly cautious now. I'm not going down there. I haven't even gotten to the mini-boss yet. When I die for keeps there. There we go. Much safer. He insisted. I turned off the toy until I actually did. I didn't realize that the powers could damage those, so that's good. Why would you do that? Alright, mini-boss. Again, don't really know how to fight it. Oh, no. So, that's upsetting. I'm gonna switch to Ace. So, what happened there was because I had the hover boots, I went up into the air, and I was like, oh, I'll land on the thing. And if I land on the bouncy pad and hold X, I'll bounce up really high. Forgetting that I was still midair. And I activated the owl hop, or the owl flight, and did not land on the pad properly, and freaked out. So we're going to switch to Ace. My Ace runs are usually much shorter. I fail Ace runs on the regular. Like, when they go well, they go really well, but when they do not go well. And we start off with the absolute best mobility power. We need this. This is, like, non-negotiable. So Ace is a bit different than Nina. He does not get fancy powers. In 2000X, everybody, when they beat a boss, basically got the same power. You had multiple different characters. You had Ace, you had Nina, you had 2 characters whose names I don't remember. And they basically all got the same powers. They could do slightly different things with their main weapons, but otherwise they were pretty much the same in that regard. Here, that is not true. Ace and Nina behave very differently power set-wise. So Ace starts off with an ability. So first of all, he starts off with his Beam Saber, because obviously. He also has Unleash Blade. Now, it's free to cast until you double tap the button. Then it costs. You regenerate energy by beating on enemies. And picking up health. So, this is a very good tool to have. It's a cross from Castlevania. We're not going to be using its charged form much. We're going to use it to chip away at enemies that we can't otherwise hit. This boss also gives Ace a little bit of difficulty. Oh! Oh, that's even better. We'll take it. I forgot that I had mobility now. I went so long without it, I just didn't know what it was like. So, Ace loves this. He also loves the double jump. This double jump and the Omnidash are just absolutely great for Ace. Any mobility power is good for Ace. Those in particular help him. This boss is the worst for him, this mini-boss. Are you gonna turn? Get over here. Oh, shit. Go away. There we go. That went very well. That could have got so much worse. That's fine, but we're not gonna take it. We'll take Hoarder's Might. Nut holding increases damage, so the more nuts I have, the more damage I do. So, don't take damage. Easy. I have mobility power. We'll be fine. Other things that Ace very much wants to have is the Ox Dash, or Ox Jack, dash. Come on. Oh no! I'm upset. I'm less upset. This is also good because I get a ranged attack. Either one of these is good. Vaporizing enemy shots I think is the one to go for though. Because being able to... Oh, that's only charge shots though. We'll be fine. I do have it equipped yet. I'm running out of CP. I do have it equipped. Alright. Don't take damage. Got it. Glad it's not timed. These are timed, they're awful. As you saw. Anything that benefits regular attack damage is huge for Ace. Ace wants it. That was super risky, I shouldn't have done it. Alright, what do we got? That's okay. Lara, unfortunately, is the best weapon in the game. Hands down. So we're taking it. All those other options sounded nice, but Lara's too good. Hit him with a big stick. It goes through walls. It does more damage. It's got a big overhead sweep, so you don't worry about stuff over you. Lara's super good. It is really hard not to just be like, oh, I see Lara, I'm going to not take it. You'd have to be crazy. It's also got huge range. This might be their run. I'm saying that now, and it's a bad idea, but we might have a run on our hands. This boss fight's kind of a pain, but we'll get through it. So I do want to beat up these things first. One down. Yeah, we're just gonna crack his skull. Whoops. Oh, that's right. That changes based on what your main weapon is. I forgot. So it turns into the axe from Castlevania. He did. So what does he grant for Ace? So Ace powers are different. What does he get? Oh, I haven't picked it up yet. Does not help. Oh, oh no. This isn't the best power he has, but it's really good. This lets me attack things through walls. It's quite good. I'm also, I think, invincible while I'm doing it. I forget what charging it does. Oh, more attacks. Let's see. Oh, this is a toughie. Either one of these I want to do early, because they're both hard. This one I'm more confident I can manage. I'm going to do Hoot Omega. Hoot Omega early is good, because you can have a bad time if you get it late. Hoot Omega second, I'd say, is the best, because doing it first is really hard. For me, anyway. I'm not super good. I have fun. You're probably noticing a certain paradigm where when this thing swings, it'll sometimes hit stuff that it has no business hitting. So this is like, it's got a huge hit area, and if I swap the side I'm facing, it hits both sides. Like, it's already doing like a 180-degree arc, but like if something just moved into range. Lara's so good. I'm so glad I got it early and not like the spear. The spear's not terrible, you can use it for platforming, but I'd rather have like anything else. He also gets throwing daggers, and those are also okay. Like, it's a ranged weapon, so it's not bad in that respect, but it's bad in almost every other metric. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's hard to hit with. It's kind of like playing Nina if she had like a burst fire rifle that was bad. So as you can see, aerial enemies are a non-problem for me now, which is good. Enemies below me are. You don't have much that hits below you. Okay, many of those. Non-problem because I've got zappy boots that let me fly. I almost got hit by that. Getting lots of Memoria, which is good. What do we got? CP is good. Damage and squishiness is okay. That's okay. 5 CP I might have to do. Let me, yeah, I've got to do the 5 CP, I think. Because Lara costs 3 to equip. It didn't used to. way back. I'd like glass cannon, but I've got to go with core expander. I need the CP in case I get other. Oh, so many nuts. I love it. I really want the things that give you double heavy attacks, though. That and faster heavy attacks and charge attacks. If I had Armatort's Helm, I could be converting that into armor, but I do not. That's another one I'd like to have just for security. I'm doing some awkward stuff with the camera. Do not mind me. You can go down these wind things a bit quicker if you hold down. I like to be sure where I'm headed. More invulnerability frames, always good. Never bad. Your swing speed is a little, you can't like re-swing all that quickly with Lara, but ask yourself, ooh, thank you, I'm glad I looked down. Damage taken, so we just avoid taking hits. It's not a problem. Oh my gosh. I ended it early like a good. Whatever, let's hope it's not something important. I'll feel pretty bad if it is. I don't feel bad. Dashing grants a shield. We're good. What? Oh, because I backed out. Oh, don't do that. don't do that. So, we have very merely the run right now. I just need stuff that boosts attack damage, and we have our run in earnest. Did I really just get hit by that? I don't need these platforms. Get out of my way. I don't care. Thank you. Okay. That was very bad. I didn't realize it just went on for a zillion years. Is there anything up here that I should be aware of? Other than that, I'm not jumping through that. I will miss that jump up. I am not missing that jump up. Okay, we've got a shop, we've got a lot of nuts. Let's get lucky. Damage. Ah. That's really cool. Because that's like really good for Ace. Yeah, I'm taking that. And attack damage up, power damage down. We're not going to be using our power as much. If I'm perfectly honest. I wish. Better run. do enough damage quickly enough, you can like bypass phases where he'll just like run away earlier than he otherwise would. Bonk! Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 and give me the maybe second best power in the game for our boy. What is going on? There we go. So, Raijin Call, first of all, summons a vertical projectile, so we don't have to worry about stuff up above. More to the point, when we attack again afterwards, we shoot a projectile. So it's very handy for him. Ooh, neither of these are ideal. We'll go for Absolution. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. Absolution. And pin up. This level gets out of hand quickly, so I'm going to go for this one instead. Oh, I want to set that as square if I can. If I double tap that, I get a more powerful. Stop. I can't believe you've done this. This is fine. It's fine. If I summon it with Juke, it'll come down on top of whatever I'm on top of. I mess that up more often than I care to admit. You are not bad for me, but my CP is getting low and I have arms to equip. I'm going to grab it though. I want to keep high health. This way, I can inflict severe beatings. Ah. There we go. I was able to hit both of them at once, which is wonderful. That's really good. I'll go with this. All core equips cost -1. And I'm pretty much set for CP totals, I think. Did I not pick up that other one? What was that thing I picked up? No, I grabbed it for the attack damage, I remember now. Psst. Okay. Yes. Yes. Just, you know, ignoring this entire platforming puzzle. Don't mind me. Okay, not the entire thing, clearly. Why would you do this? So you can use those unlimitedly, provided you don't double tap the button. that's not a lot of time. We're good. No, really, we're good. Unique power chains on... Yes! Dracopet's Fang. Unique power chains on enemies deal an extra 20% damage. I guess that means just switch your powers up. We're not going to do that. So we're taking Dracopet's Fang so we can go bang bang really hard on people's heads. It's pretty good. Doing a double tapped charged attacks is really good. Ace benefits a lot from that. Last nerve with that thing. I don't think it counts for your powers though. It's sad, but not too bad. As you can see, being able to do 2 heavy attacks, one right after the other, is pretty handy. And it scales with the equipment that makes it so that you have even bigger charge total. So you have mucho don't damaging attackers. Very, very good. Let's see what we got here. Incredible protection shields the frailest core. What does that do? I have no idea. Let me check. Look that up. Incredible protection shields the frailest core. Shields the frailest core. I'm not gonna take it, I don't think. No. I don't know what it does. That sounds like you're invincible with armor, but then you like get one shot. I'm not taking that. I don't know what that does. I don't want to find out. Okay, so one of the trickier boss fights, as we've seen. They're really obnoxious. That was bad positioning on my part. Oh, you can eat it like a projectile. That's terrible. So this power is fairly cool. It's sort of like what Zero got in definitely X5. Did he get it in X4? That's a really good question, Frag. Where you have a clone, and yeah, that does do bucket loads of damage. We're gonna do, yeah, we'll do you, because this level messes me up, and the earlier I can get this done, the better. One sec, I need a drink of water. You also get harder enemies the later you do a level. Ah! Where are you? Base damage of attacks, +5. Yes? Increasing base damage? Yeah. Because that includes heavy attacks. See? Big damage jump. That was clean. Grandmaster's hard to use. It's apparently very good now, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to do Excalibur again, because more damage. A lot of damage. This is very rapidly shaping up into the run. I don't use powers against enemies as is all that often, or against bosses anyway. Regular enemies are another story. Yeah. This is me even doing this. You are timed. Okay, so we're just gonna do this as quickly as we can. That way. I'm gonna grab that nut real quick. I was just 0.7 of a second too slow. No. That one on the bottom's much better. I can work with that. I prefer to have knockback so I know when I've actually taken damage. Alright, mini-boss that I still don't really know how to fight properly, so we're just gonna... I think you're supposed to knock its stuff back at it. I don't really know. Max health +4 is good, attack damage up, power damage down is even better because we're doing dumb amounts of damage now. Oh yeah, we're one-shotting next level up baddies. Yeah. This was a good choice. Oh no! weapons, but they can, if they blow up in your face, they do damage. This could take a while. Having no power damage is disadvantageous. Boss time. This boss is kind of annoying. But we'll be fine. If I can get to this boss, usually it's not an issue. Boost all your abilities, stay healthy, friend. That sounds an awful lot like no disadvantage whatsoever in taking it. Did I pick up some item that makes it so that prototypes aren't bad? Because I'll feel kind of silly. Damage skills with health, feel the touch of chaos. That just seems like it was a massive boost. I didn't know you could get those. Okay. I didn't think it ever gave you something that was entirely positive. Four-way dash in midair is okay. Don't care. Max health plus 1. I'll grab that and you, I think. Yeah. Attack damage up. And more HP, and this will refill my health and add HP. Now I have taken a hit damage-wise due to blowing a bunch of mine nuts, but great boss theme, but unfortunate fight. It is not a super easy fight. Unless, of course, you've roided your damage to the nines and don't care. Then it's fine. When things go well. So what does he do? Punish the earth. So he does not... I do not have a power combining ability. I think this is just a ground pound, isn't it? Oh wow, I have no energy at all. Yikes. That's an issue. What item was there that isn't there anymore? Odd. You also get an uppercut. Basically everything that Zero ever had, you have some replica of. Yeah, we'll do Clock Zone. This guy's kind of a nuisance because his level's a nuisance. This guy's level's a nuisance, and the boss fight's not too bad. give me the reflect. I'll go with this one because I have had difficulty on this boss fight from time to time. As is. I would like to reiterate that 140 odd damage is a lot. It is a lot. You are not normally doing that much damage in a single hit. Well, you're usually not doing that much damage in multiple hits. For you. Enemy kills grant 20% more move speed. Sure. I don't need it, but let's go. Mini boss is easy. You just rush to the and preferably without taking this much damage. And there'll be a big spiked swinging up ball, and you want to knock him into it. Well, you want to fall into it. That thing, right there. Yeah, the ball can hurt you, obviously. So enemies damage there. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Well, I'll go with the max energy, just so I can use powers. I should have checked to see what the recycles were for all of that, but I did not. It's too late. Moving on. Challenge. Sugar. There we go. Faster. Yeah. Oh no! I want both of these. Charge attack's even chargier. Gotta be. 214 damage on a charged attack? Yup. And yeah, I can do 2 of those in a row. You know it's working because they're green now. Yeah. 222. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the run. I'm gonna have to screw up in a big way to mess this up. On a non-charged attack? These bosses do not stand a chance. Considering I'm gonna do like 200 damage with Earth Whack on 2 thwacks in a row. Maximum damage. Emotional. No, not too good. Alright, so basically the same deal as what we had before. Attack from the bottom up. Took some damage along the way, but that's not an issue. And now we get his least useful power, which is Dolomite Link. You can grab enemies, bring them to you. It doesn't really do you much good, in all honesty. We'll do Echo Beast because his level's kind of tricky. And the boss fight's a little annoying, but I'm not too worried about that. I can hit enemies above me. Whoa! Do not break. Got it. Taking quite a bit of damage I'm not going to be taking. One of the reasons I didn't want to do Echo Beast as late as this. Oh, those can break those? I had no idea. This was not known. I'm gonna have to go back and up and deal with all of that again, but I'll be fine. I didn't even see him. The main reason I need to go up here is to see if there's any crates. And low. Oh, hey, that actually had stuff in it. Neat. Yes. 4 core points. More core points. Core points. Okay. I think we're Gucci. So for whacking you upside the noggin. Should be the mini boss soon. The damage scaling with health thing is really kicking in a big way. I do actually want to go up here. Because... okay, it's time. We got this. That was pretty good. No. Yes. Armatorts. Always, 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 always Armatorts. Head. Always, always, always. It's just too good. Every health pickup I get has a chance to give me armor. It's not a big chance, but it is a chance. No. Stop it. I have a fair number of nuts at the moment. Trades attack damage for energy. Maybe. Or I could just have more health. Like, Vital Crystal's not bad. It's an extra projectile. But having more health and therefore scaling my damage accordingly is, I think, better probably. Ooh. I tried to be clever there. It didn't work. It didn't backfire, but it didn't work. That, on the other hand, did. Yes. Oh no! Let these things get closer. Oh, yes, there is. And you are also quite good. So this will shoot out a little rocket punch when I do certain charge attacks from time to time. Tricky. Taking a lot of damage that I should not be taking. Alrighty. No shop, just this. Okay. I do have Armatort's Dome on. Yes, I do. Alright, we did not wind up getting any bonus armor, but that's okay. So we're gonna get right up in this guy's face and beat him with that stick. Okay. It's a big stick. He did. Is it just the fire guy left, I think? So this is... Oh no, I also have... So this is one of the best abilities in the game. In fact, we want that to be on you. I want to be able to just hit the button. This is a deflection ability, and it works on everything. It is instant iframes on command. It's pretty good. I think it shoots out projectiles when you use it. So we have Zen Primus. I thought we still had... Or is that where we started? Yeah, it was where we started. Never mind. So, we're doing a bucket load of damage. Now, this is also a game, so a lot of roguelikes tend to be like, well, if you can just get enough things that bypass any and all damage restrictions and give you a massive damage curve in your favor, you should do that. This is a game where that isn't necessarily the best strategy for success. It's working here, but survivability is pretty important. 32 seconds, or 20 seconds rather. This place sucks. No time for games. Took a bunch of damage doing it, but that's fine. Do I have that? I do. I'm gonna salvage this. I mean, I could go with power damage scales up with energy. I'm not using many powers. This is one where I can get some use out of the shadow clone thing. Just not here. So we got some really good stuff really early, and that has helped. Ouch. That's... The mini-boss here is something else. The mini-boss here is actually really easy. Unless they've made it so you can't kill it early. Bucket load of health. I was taking a lot of damage along the way. So we just bypassed that mini boss entirely by killing him early. Attack hits increase the damage of your enemy's power by up to 100%. I'm gonna do mega hard. More health means more damage right now, and that's a great position to be in. And with Armatort's Dome, I'm getting armor to block things. Don't I also have the thing that boosts damage based on how many nuts I have? Yeah. Oops. There are caps to all of those, but I don't know what they are. Wow, did that really just say 540 damage? muscle memory mode right now, so I apologize for my silence. Whirling death fueled by your powers. Bit of a boondoggle there. Okay, let's hope that there's a shop now. Yes, there is. Excellent. Because I've got a ton of nuts. Free reroll per log. Cannot charge weapons. No. Need to charge weapons. Kind of a big deal. Alright, what do we got here? What are you? No. See if there's anything I can exchange for increased HP. I guess I can grab you. You don't hurt. You have more HP. Ah, heck with it. You'll notice now it's a numerical display. It's because the size of the numbers got too big. I'm just too strong. So he's an angry boy. And we get the Shoryuken. Wait, we have to go back to that guy? Are you kidding? I'm not okay with this. So for this one, I want that to be... Yeah, I can work with that. Charge version of this is. No idea. Well, oh no, we're good. So yeah, that is a run as ace. So yeah, 30XX is great. And if you have a PC and you have Steam, it's on Steam. It's $20. And there's co-op. You can generally hook up with people to do co-op on the Discord. They have an official Discord, and it's pretty good there. Yeah, it was a long run. Nothing! Woo! Slain by nothing. Yeah, it took 50 minutes. That's long. How much damage did I do? 100,407. That's pretty respectable, but not as high as it could be. Looks like it broke the testing suite. Huzzah! Bureau of Encouragement. So yeah, that's 30XX or 3000X. I still don't have 200. I've got to get 200. Getting that ranked up is a big deal. That as well. is also good. But yeah, so yeah, that's 3000X. Hope people dug it. I dig it. I love the game. It's a lot of fun. They've added new levels. They've got another area coming in. Aquatic level, I believe, is the next one that is up. They still don't say anything, right? They still don't say anything. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. It isn't finished, so if you've got a bugaboo about playing unfinished games, definitely understandable. I'm so glad I didn't have to go through the entire run with the saber. That's a really good feeling. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I do this every Monday on Mecha Mondays. Not this game specifically. I was going to do Project Nimbus. No, not Project Nimbus. Nimbus Infinity, the sequel to Project Nimbus. But unfortunately, it's in a really bad state right now. It's very early in development. So instead I did this. Next week's a busy week. Next week I'll probably be doing Black Wind, which is it's about a boy in his power suit. A boy in his weaponized power suit versus a planet covered in aliens. So pretty rad. Definitely worth checking that one out. The dialogue in it is horrendous, but the actual gameplay exists, so it's worth it. I do other streams throughout the week. I've got a Warframe Wednesday stream where I do some Warframe for a couple hours, and I also have Free Read Fridays where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. This Friday will be the final installment, I believe. Yeah, final installment of Heavy Time by CJ Cherry. It'll be a bit longer than the previous ones, than the last several I've done, but it is well worth it. Very much everything coming to a climactic finish. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Stay safe, stay sane, stay toasty, stay cool. Just stay. And just generally be decent to each other. Alrighty, thanks again. See you all later.